Hello, everyone, and welcome. I am Abigail, the ultimate guru, and with me, as always, is my co host, the world's only comedian, Bryden Proctor.
Hello, broccoli.
You don't have to worry about a thing because we are here to help, unless you need broccoli right now. I cannot get that for you.
Yeah, it's fucking
Bryden's
bullshit.
upset about that.
You know, it's just
I
it's,
feel bad.
it's over there, and
I
I'm
know.
here.
I mentioned that I had broccoli and steak for dinner, and now Bryden's spiraling because he wants broccoli.
Yeah, all I got is I got mashed potatoes. I'm gonna have with my steak, but you know, I want
It's
broccoli.
not the same. Yeah.
No, because it's just some
You know, it's
steamed
good
broccoli.
though. You do like sweet corn with mashed potatoes and
Yeah,
mix it in. That's good.
yeah,
That's so good.
yeah. I learned that from the KFC famous bowls when those came out.
Me too. Those were so good,
Hell yeah,
dude. Oh man, that's
hell
like
yeah.
the perfect food. I haven't done it because I know that if I do it, I will just feel fat and hate myself as I do it, but I want to make it in a casserole dish. I know how
Oh,
it's made.
dude.
You just get frozen popcorn chicken from the store, you know. It would be so good. It would be so good.
Well, let's see. Just the famous bowl, which is not a very big bowl. It's
No.
famously, kind of small. Um, KFC famous bowl has around 710 calories.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna
So,
cry. I can't do that anymore. I can't. I can't. I literally will throw up thinking about it. I think I have an eating disorder,
Mhm.
Bryden. I lost another pound. I did.
Well, it's you got to make a choice in life. Do you want to have an entire casserole dish of KFC famous bowl, or do you want to still be fat and lose that pound?
You're right. You're right.
Just
I
give up.
agree.
That's the theme
I
for the year, everybody. Just give up.
give up food. That's what I'm doing. I'm just giving up food. Oh my goodness. And I had like, okay, you know those like what is it? Snyder's of Hanover pretzel pieces. They're buffalo wing flavored.
Oh yeah.
It's my absolute favorite snack in the whole world right now. They're the best. I crave them all the time. I weigh them. I weigh out I weigh out an ounce and a half because I'm counting calories and I need to know how I weigh all my food, you know? I want to anyway, and so I had it in a measuring cup, and my husband saw me eating it, and he goes, "It's so cute. You're eating out of a measuring cup like a bird." And that he just keeps calling me a bird is the
Well,
point. Okay, in every way, he says I sound like a bird. He said in front of his mother that I sound like a squawky bird.
I don't know if I don't know enough about birds to know if that's a type of bird, but um,
I don't, the ones that squawk.
I think they all do.
No, some birds have songs and they don't squawk.
I don't think they're singing all the time.
Well, they're like more there's chirpy birds. Chirpy birds are not squawky birds.
I only know about like Flappy Bird.
Okay. I
That's a
think they
bird,
pretty
right?
much all flap.
No,
Yeah. Even
no.
ostriches will flap. Okay, that was disgusting. That was really
Tasted like vitamins.
what?
Yeah, take a multivitamin.
Yeah. That's disgusting.
Yeah, it doesn't taste
Like
great.
the taste of it, I
Yeah,
mean, yeah.
it doesn't taste great.
Okay, I'm sorry everybody had to endure that. But we have a dear
Endure,
Abby. Endure.
endure,
Endure. How am I supposed to say it?
endure.
Endure. Endure.
Yeah, not that.
In
Oh yeah, and everybody, two things. One, all month the podcast's gonna be shit. It's dry January. Um, so I'm just not thrilled to fucking be here, but and then two,
He acts like someone is forcing him to do this every year.
well,
This is the third year
hmm
that we've done it on air.
yep, yep.
Nobody's making you do it.
Nah, I just got to do it, and then
Do you
it's like drinking. You just have to do it. So it's just
do you do the no shave November thing?
I haven't shaved for I haven't shaved the mustache for like 3 years.
Right. I mean, that would mean the beard too.
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
Well, Well, then why do you do dry January? It's the same freaking thing.
It's not. It's
You could
not.
pick and choose.
No, it's law of the land, dude. It's the rules.
Nobody is forcing you to ruin our show.
Well, I don't know. I
You
did.
you this is your
I
fault.
am making the show better. However, I want everybody to go and listen to an episode from a couple weeks ago, and then listen to this, and then notice something so subtle is different and so much better. For
Yes.
that, I say you're fucking welcome, nerds.
All 10 of you.
Yep.
We're putting a lot of effort in.
I am putting a decent amount of effort. Okay,
He
that plugin
is.
wasn't fucking free.
No, I'm proud of you, actually. I think it's great. You're doing things,
Fucking
getting stuff done.
yeah, buying plugins, doing all kinds of stuff.
Boys get it done too.
What the fuck does that mean? What
A
the
girls
fuck
get
did
it
you just
done
say?
is
What?
like a
I've
thing,
never
you
heard of that.
know?
It's not. Who the fuck
Girls
says
get it
that?
done.
What are
My
they getting?
husband keeps saying it to me. I thought it was a meme thing.
I don't think that it's a
He says
goddamn
it
thing.
in the same tone he uses when he says I'm girl bossing. So I thought it was ironic and he was making fun of me with a meme thing. Is that not a thing? Girls do? Girls get it
I'm
done?
afraid to Google it because it sounds. Girls get it done. Meme. Yeah, okay, it's a meme. Thank fuck. I don't know. It sounded like it could be something.
Anything.
Uh,
That's fair.
I guess it's from something called The Boys, which is that television show I've never seen.
Oh, me either.
And yeah, I don't really get it. I guess there's just girls, and it
Girls
says
get it
girls
done.
get it done. That's I hate that.
Boys get it done too, clearly.
No, dude, no.
You're getting it done. You're guy bossing.
That's just called management, I think.
That's has the word man in it, so it
Yeah, I
works.
mean,
It fits the vibe. You're right.
it's just guy bossing. It's like, nah, it's just he's a C-level executive.
Well, you see, the point of it is that it's taking the girl bossing and putting guy in front of it.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need to say girl boss if, girls could be bosses.
I'm a girl boss.
No, you're a mom. That's just called
I'm the
mom.
boss of people.
Yeah, it's just called being a mom. They already had a word for that. You didn't need it.
Fine. Dear Abby, my husband threatened to divorce me if I took psych meds, which admittedly made me cold, calculating, and evil.
Wait,
And
what?
now I'm in love with Satan and believe he is speaking to me, asking me to find a way to syncretize demon marriage with high church Christianity.
What the
Help, please.
fuck are you talking? Okay, yeah, okay. First of all, your psych meds should not make you into was it cold, callous, and
Cold,
calculating?
cold, calculating, and evil.
Oh, well, yeah, that's a problem. So those are the wrong medications.
Yes.
But if you think that you're talking to Satan, that's not a guy, you know, um, whatever
You're
you think
not
you're hearing.
speaking. She might be speaking to Satan.
No, I think you're a crazy person, and none of that is what you should be doing. Even if you were actually speaking to Satan.
If you were speaking to Satan, then you would not want to do what he tells you, correct? Like, think about that. If it is Satan, it's probably not. But say it is Satan, okay? You should ignore him
Yeah, I
as
mean,
well as you can.
what kind of fucking stupid bullshit is this? You need to go to a doctor.
This woman is having a hard time.
Yeah,
Stop being
I
so
can
mean.
tell. Well, here's, comes a dose of reality. Everything you wrote is weird enough. So I don't even know what you're doing that, you're not telling us about. Stay away from like black cats and, like
Don't touch the dead black cat on the side of the road. You'll get cursed, and all of your friends will run away from you screaming and call you the dead cat girl.
that's true, dead cat girl, but I was thinking more of like don't go around killing cats. And if I see you get near a fucking candle, good grief. Just you need to go to the doctor. What's wrong with your fucking husband guy who's like, hey, no, I know you're talking to Satan and all, but don't go on medication. What that's
Yeah, so the process of finding the right medication can be like extremely rough too. But if you are full on hallucinating that Satan wants you to syncretize demon marriage with high church Christianity, does he want to marry you? What do you mean syncretize demon marriage? Demon, who are the demons marrying?
What the fuck is syncretize mean? Synchronize or is it what is synchro?
Syncretize.
What the fuck does that mean? I mean, I get like the root words of it, I guess, but is that
I mean,
even
it
a
makes
word?
sense.
You're making up words?
I'm pretty sure it's a real word.
I'm just the fucking. I gotta Google everything. So
I think that's a real word. I've
I
heard it.
syncretize.
Syncretize.
How do you spell it?
Syncretize is how she spelled it here.
No, it just says. Did you mean synchronize?
Oh, well,
Which is a
maybe I
word.
just have. Yeah, okay.
So maybe you got real weird fucking crazy friends that make up words
Yeah.
and think they're talking to the devil.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, so the process of finding the right meds can be really, really, really rough and sometimes worse than the thing you're trying to treat. But I would think that, yeah, if you're talking to Satan about syncretizing demon marriage with high church Christianity, it's probably worth it to go
It's
through
me,
that
the devil.
process.
Don't go on the meds.
Ask.
Don't go on the meds.
Well, is her husband's the one saying not to go on the meds, which
Oh, Satan wants her to go on the meds?
I don't
There's
know.
so much
No.
more that needs to be explained here
Okay, that's a good
besides.
point. Do you want to come on the show? You can explain it in more detail. I would love to hear about exactly Satan's plans for the demon marriage because I'm a little confused on that point.
Yeah, I don't.
It sounds
It
interesting.
sounds made up, and that's well, all of it sounds fucking made up, to be honest with you. But I don't know. I mean, there's people out there with real problems. Okay,
I feel like this sounds like a pretty rough problem, Bryden. Can you imagine if you were going through this?
I mean, hypochondriacs are one thing. To be like Satan won't leave me alone is pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, well,
So you
I
need
think
some
that's the
sort
problem.
of goddamn medications, or there's just no. We're not there. There's some parts to this story that we are not hearing, and
What are you doing that's evil
yeah,
when
I don't.
you're on the meds? How bad is that? Perhaps we could weigh which is worse.
I mean, all in all, we you got to go and live away from people. I think you've got to go
No.
live away from everyone because you're getting weird. You're getting a little too weird for society. All right, so
A
you
little
could
too weird.
there's bus stops with your kind at them, and people, they're gonna get you. They're gonna understand exactly what you're talking about. Um, you could live in a dumpster.
Does your husband not believe you? Is that part of it? I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions. I would like to help you. But generally you should probably ignore Satan. Don't do anything he tells you to do. That's good life advice for anyone, really. Don't do what Satan tells you to do.
Okay, but
But also, maybe your husband needs to like understand the situation better. Maybe you should talk to him about how serious it is. I'm sure you have. I'm certain you have. But sometimes men are real, real dumb, and you have to say it a different way, like 12 times, and then suddenly it makes sense.
yeah, the man's real dumb. She has an
Real, real
imaginary
dumb.
friend.
Well, he sounds real dumb if she's got an imaginary Satan friend, and he's saying don't go on meds. He sounds dumb to me.
Well, I mean,
Like I'm a big I advocate for like if you don't need meds, don't bother getting diagnosed. Like if the process of finding meds is worse than what you're actually going through, especially if you have kids, like probably just hold off. But like, yeah, schizophrenia is a little bit of a different situation. That's
ha-
a little serious.
have you tried just knocking it off? Maybe
Me
just cut
or
it
her?
out. Her. Have you tried just cutting it out? Just knock
Have
it
you
off?
tried smiling?
Yeah, just rub some dirt on it and fucking get over it there, bud. Get out there in the game and play.
How is he communicating with you? Satan.
Yeah, I was thinking of Satan or the husband. Do we know she has a husband? I mean, is this
Yes,
what if
unless
what
her
if
entire account for years now has been it just made up.
which, by the way,
This is a mutual vibe. Like this is
could
someone I'm okay.
yeah, but you got to think about this as the whole, like pull out from if she's now saying, "Hey, I'm talking to Satan," do you think that it's totally out of the realm of possibility that she would have a fake Twitter account and make
Well,
up a whole bunch
no.
of stuff?
I mean, I have several fake Twitter accounts currently, and I am not speaking to Satan. I mean, there's the sleep paralysis demon, but I don't think he's Satan.
No,
No, he's lower down on the hierarchy, I think.
no. Also, not a real guy.
Yeah, I know that. I know it's a hallucination. That's how it works. I'm dreaming still, you know?
I just if this is going on, I don't think that we are equipped to handle such situations.
Tell Satan
No, not
that I
that
would
one.
like to have him on the show because I really want more information from him about the situation.
I mean, his mic's gonna just fucking suck, dude.
This can be the one guy who can have a shitty mic,
No,
okay? It's
dude,
kind of it would be a big get, Bryden.
no, I'm gonna be like, Mike's too hot. Fucking,
Oh,
I can't
dude,
fix
I
that
knew
in
that was
post.
coming and it still got me. I knew that's what that was leading to. I knew it.
Can't fucking fix that in post there, Satan. What the fuck? You're ruining my goddamn podcast.
That's a good point. He would ruin it.
Yeah, I mean, it would
He
be.
ruins everything.
Yeah, he doesn't have a great fucking track record of like being a, nice dude.
We could just kick him off when he pisses us off, though. It's our show.
I don't know. He's friends with like the president and shit. So I don't
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
we'll never get.
Probably get banned off everything.
Yeah, we'll never get Trump or Joe Rogan or Elon Musk or anybody on the show if we kick Satan off. So,
That's a fair point. We'll probably have to be a Rumble exclusive.
dude, I'd kill to be a Rumble exclusive.
There's nothing stopping us.
Well, there is. They don't want us. They're not going to give us a deal. They give those guys deals where they're like, "Here, we'll give you, It's another thing. Satan shows up. He's got a bunch of raw deals. You don't want any of that.
That's a
Fucking
good point.
gotta
It's gonna be wheeling and dealing.
play the fucking fiddle at him and shit.
I don't even know how to play the fiddle.
Me either.
Oh no.
He's gonna get us for sure, dude. See, you filled with all types of bad ideas.
I know. I'm sorry. You're right.
But no, obviously Satan's not a real guy. And if he is, he wouldn't waste his fucking time on you, dude. He's busy talking to Taylor Swift. Uh you should go to a doctor, like a real doctor, or a
Do you think
podcast doctor, like Dr. Drew.
no, no, we told them. We have been telling them for like 3 weeks now. We can help you with literally any problem. You cannot now tell them that we're not equipped to handle the problems they bring us. We literally asked for this
Well, I mean, this
profusely. Like we were very, very adamant.
would not be the this. Listen, this is more of a Dr. Proctor type of question anyway. And
That's
my
fair.
sound advice is you should go and talk to a professional guy with a white coat, and
I
then they
can get a
can
white coat.
not no.
Do you think that Whoopi Goldberg is Satan?
She definitely probably hangs out with Satan. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll bet when people aren't around, that fucking weird, gross hair that she has now
Mm-hmm.
turns into all kinds of tentacle horn stuff.
I bet it does. Ew.
Yeah, I mean, it was like not so bad when she was young, but like now it's just it looks like it's the same hair that she
It
had.
does. I was about to say it looks like she never got it redone.
Yeah,
Like it's never been brushed out and rebraided.
no, it's rough. So
That's why I want to touch it.
it just seems like it would you have like ash or something on your hair on your
I
hands
just need to
afterwards.
know. I just need to know.
I wouldn't want to get near her. She kind of just looks like she smells like shit.
She does. it's really just the hair, honestly.
Well, it's a lot of hair. Got a ton of
Cause
hair.
it's like because it looks like Bob Marley a little bit. You know how he had like
Well,
species of lice in his hair that we didn't even know existed.
I don't know how true that is, but
Heard it my whole life. I don't care if it's true.
maybe. I mean, look, I don't know, man. Rasta guys, they're kind of rough. Um,
Knew a guy in high school who got dreads, and he said like, yeah, the way you get them real dready, is you go to the beach and you swim in the water and then you don't ever wash your hair. I was like, that's the most disgusting thing anyone has ever admitted to doing around me, and that's saying something.
that's
Okay, because I was a tomboy growing up. Those guys just talked to me like I was one of their guy friends. Okay.
that seems like something that it would be advice that you're not supposed to take, but some teenager with dreads would think is a
Like,
good idea.
right, because like technically it'll whatever, but like, what the fuck?
Yeah, just be gross. That's a great way to have dreadlocks. It's just be gross.
Yeah, that guy wanted to date me too. It's like, no, dude, no, no, you're disgusting.
That's
I hope he never listens to this.
I'm
That was really mean. I'm sorry.
well, I mean, it's
I'm
probably
not sorry. I'm not sorry. That's disgusting. And I hope you learned your lesson. Hope I hope you learned.
I mean, it's been,
Okay.
35 years since the
It
since
has not been.
I'm sure he's over it by now. And what's he gonna do? Stumble upon this fucking podcast and be like, "Oh, wow.
Shut Bryden.
What a great
I
fucking
just felt
podcast."
bad because I called someone nice disgusting. Okay. Leave me
Uh-huh.
alone.
She'll be like, "Wow, this is a great podcast." Oh no, she's talking about me.
Yeah. That's never gonna happen.
No, not at all. Uh,
I have oh, go ahead.
Oh, just my only advice for this person is go to the fucking doctor. Good grief. Or knock it off.
You could knock it off. You could
Just
just knock it off.
quit being so dramatic.
Okay. So I did get a couple more Dear Abbeys, but I think I'm going to save them because they're just song lyrics.
Okay, yeah,
It's
that's
just not real Dear Abbeys.
that's what we need is song
Yeah.
lyrics. Cool. So we've got Satan Lady and song lyrics.
Yeah.
That's thanks everybody.
So we're gonna move into our Reddit segment. Do from FL Studio. I realized I'm gay in the middle of
Oh,
making a
yeah.
beat. I think this is Bryden. I mean, the username is obviously a throwaway. It's person need help. Like this is obviously something Bryden would. Okay.
Sure. I often talk like a giant when I'm gay and making Reddit posts.
I need to get this off my chest. It's something that I've been sitting on for a couple weeks now, and I'm scared to tell anybody.
It's a dick.
That's this is serious. The date was July 19th, and I was going about my day as usual, just making beats. But today didn't feel like usual. I was on fire. It felt like everything I put into the piano roll came out better than I could have imagined. Just like me. I was about an hour and a half into a session when I was suddenly struck with the realization that will inevitably change my entire life. As I placed the final chord of a bunch of letters and numbers, I realized I was gay. I stood up out of my chair, head in hands. I didn't know what to do with myself. I had always known that girls weren't really my thing. Wow, okay, that wasn't the sign? When you were like a teenage boy and everybody else is going crazy with hormones and you're just like, "Oh, look, I like in sync." Okay, whatever. But I
Hey,
never
that's not, you don't have to bring NSYNC into this.
You're gay. You don't get to say anything about this. Okay.
Bye, 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 dude.
What is it? Oh, I can't even remember. I'm not going to sing it. Okay. I realized I was gay. I stood up I've always known that girls weren't really my thing, but I never understood why. To be honest, I always had a thing for guys, but pushed it aside and thought I could just appreciate when a man was attractive. No, that's for women. I mean, women appreciating that women are attractive. Women are the ones that are, no.
I think that this guy has been gay for a long time. I
Yeah.
don't know why him just making a Playboy Cardi type beat. Maybe that's probably what pushed him over the edge. He was like, "Oh, I'm fucking gay. I hate Playboy Cardi."
But no, it turns out I am a full blown gay man.
Well, get
I've been
out.
called to,
Go. Then get out there and get fully blown, gay man.
dude, go ahead. You know how many guys I've heard say that they wish they could be gay?
Yeah, think of that.
A
You're winning the
lot.
lottery, dude.
You know, men are so jealous of you. Every man wants to be gay and wishes he could do it, but not of all of them have what it takes. You have what it takes, man.
And you're a producer, so you can make Fruity Loops songs and
And when you go to hell for it, you can ask Satan to come on here to help for
yeah,
us.
there you go.
It's a win-win for
I
everyone.
really
You
want to
go to
hear.
hell.
I really want to hear this song because what if it's
I
like a
know.
cursed song that turns anyone gay that listens to
That
it?
would be great. I've been contemplating how to break this to my mother. She would be
Well,
she knows.
I mean,
She knows.
she has to
I
fucking know
promise.
if you've like. It seems like he's known for a while. I don't know why. Why would you post it to this subreddit and not
Because he
link the
was
song?
using FL Studio.
I mean, and the guys
Yeah.
that are, I'm assuming the guys that are on that subreddit, all the bottom comments have to just be calling him a fag.
Oh yeah. Oh, she would be so devastated if she found out, and it may tear our entire family dynamic apart. Please help me figure out how to let her know. It's killing me.
Sing it to her.
Just show her the song
Yeah.
and she'll know. That's all you have to do. You just show her the song. If it's that gay.
Why would you? He's got to be like on stimulants or some shit.
Oh
Why the
yeah.
fuck would you
He
be?
probably took like LSD or something and he's just like, ah.
But to post it to that subreddit specifically of like, well, you know who needs to know about this? The FL Studio subreddit, who they're like free plugin and how do I do this? This guy's just like, I'm fucking gay. Fits right
Well, he's
in.
got to warn them because it's going to happen to them too.
Yeah.
Because DJs are gay.
Well, he's not a DJ. It's production.
Okay. Well,
It's
whatever
different,
he's
bud.
doing with it.
He's making music. He's making music on them.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know why making rap beats would make him realize he's gay, but I really want to hear the song so bad.
I know. That would be awesome. Okay. Well, yeah, my advice to you is to I mean, yeah, just tell her. I mean, if she doesn't already know, just tell her outright. Just be like, "Hey, mom, by the way, I was making this song and I realized I was gay. I'm sorry."
So
And then see what she says. Like there's nothing else you can do.
yeah, she's gonna be like, yeah, I fucking know. How many times are you gonna remix a goddamn Katy Perry song?
Yeah.
We know, bud. I don't know. Maybe switch to Ableton. That's what I'd say. Give that a try.
All right. Am I the asshole for accidentally ruining my autistic boyfriend's safe food?
What? What's he keep? You got to keep the food in a safe.
No. So autistic people have like food problems, I guess, and they just eat chicken nuggets or something, and they call it a safe food.
Nah, my advice to him is to knock it off. You better cut it out.
Yeah. My boyfriend loves stew.
Well,
He
hey,
wants to
you know who else does? That last guy.
Yeah. Maybe you guys can get together. Uh he wants to eat it every day for every meal. His favorite stew is beef tips and vegetables from a local place, but it's really expensive.
It's good
Like
stew though.
$47 for a big bowl.
Wait, but how big is the bowl? That's pretty fucking
Doesn't
expensive.
matter. They don't do small orders for takeout, and he's grossed out by leftovers, so more than half of it gets wasted.
What?
So a big bowl is twice of twice what he eats, and he refuses to eat leftovers.
That's you got to eat. That's fucking. That's too much. He's got to figure it out.
Yep.
How
We've
the
had a couple. Yeah, that's insane, right?
where are you finding $48 a bowl goddamn soup? I
I
gotta
guess a
try it.
nice restaurant.
I
Yeah,
gotta
I
try
know.
it.
I know. I want the soup or
There's
the stew. I need to know what this place is called.
there's a fucking deli that I found that's like around here. I don't know. It's like fucking within 10 miles away. I forget where it is, but like it's only like a 20-25 minute drive. They have it's a full pound Reuben. It is $28 though.
But it's a full pound.
I know. That's what I said.
That
So
is way too much food. Yeah, you just share that for sure.
what? No. I'm eating
No.
all of that fucking corned beef, dude. But I gotta try it. But I just feel really stupid, buying a $30 sandwich, a $47 bowl of fucking soup or stew. I mean, it's a soup.
Yeah. And specifically, like he hasn't figured out how to make stew.
Yeah, it's not hard. It is delicious though. I could really go for a fucking
Yeah, stew's good. I might make
super
some.
good.
I'm gonna have to make some this weekend. Maybe I'll go to the store tomorrow.
I think I'm also goddamn starving. Pissed about broccoli. I want some stew.
I'm sorry. Okay, I shouldn't have done a I didn't know you were gonna be so hungry.
Yeah.
Um, we've had a couple arguments about it. He says I don't understand his brain. I say he doesn't understand our budget. You're dating. You don't have an hour budget. What do you? You're not married. First of all,
Well,
like, and that should mean some downsides for the both of you. Okay, and one of those is there's no hour budget. I guess they're living together technically, but like, man, you got to get married if you're gonna be.
yeah, why isn't he buying his own fucking stew?
Yeah, that's what I want. Like if they're just dating and they're not married, that's not our budget. He's taking $47 out of a day for dinner.
Well, at least, yeah.
Like
Is that
that's he should be paying for that.
how many times a day is he having the fucking and to throw half of it out is also
Yeah.
this guy isn't autistic, he's fucking retarded.
I don't know. I don't I it you know what it sounds like to me is it sounds like a child whose parents don't even try to correct the picky eating, right? Because it's like I have some picky eaters. Okay, children pick things to be stubborn about, and sometimes there's legitimate like texture issues with younger kids that they have to grow out of, and then they have like some pickiness from that because they're just scared to try new foods. I've dealt with all of the different kinds of picky eating, right? But you do whatever it takes to find more things that they're willing to eat and to convince them to try new things until it fixes itself. I mean, you don't just let them grow up and refuse to eat anything but a $47 bowl of stew.
How
Like
fucking
you like I don't care if he's autistic. Like there's like he there's other foods he can eat.
how old is this faggot?
Oh my goodness. A redditor that did not put ages.
Okay,
That's
so
shocking.
if they're living together, he's gotta like at least be like 18, right?
I'm assuming they're like 25.
Okay,
That's just my
so you're
assumption.
saying every day for 25 years, this dude has just eaten a $47
Oh, I
bowl of
doubt
stew.
it. I doubt it. I bet he ate other things at other points. The people like I said, he sounds like a child, and children will do it if they can get away with it. If he's using this like disability language to get his way, and you can't criticize him because he's autistic as an adult, like, and you've never like no one can
That's
force him
that's
to
se-
eat something else now because he's
well,
not a child anymore. It's too late.
yeah, yeah, thanks,
Like,
Professor. That's
sorry, yeah,
$17,000 a year on soup.
that's insane.
Who the fuck?
That's
This is the
insane.
dumbest soup story that we've heard since tubes.
Yeah. And Soup Tubes was a long time ago.
That was, and it was fucking retarded, and I hated that person. And so you can't spend $17,000 a year on soup.
No.
I don't care how good the fucking stew is. I don't give a shit. And I also count stew as a soup. It's
It's
just
a
it
type of
is.
soup. It's a thicker soup. Yes.
Yeah, it's a stew is
It's
a
a
soup.
soup with thickener And there's other types of soup that have thickener too, like any kind of creamy soup is gonna have thickener and cream in it.
Holy shit, you're so fucking boring.
I'm sorry. I'm
Um,
sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's been like 35 minutes, and I've been kind of sitting here like, all right, maybe Abby will carry
We're
the
giving
show.
advice. We're talking.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You want me to carry it? Is that you came
So
in
you
here
would,
today going, Abby should carry the show, so I
yeah,
don't have to do any work.
for
And now
for
you're mad at
once,
me because
for
I'm.
once,
What do you mean for once?
for
Do you know our
once.
listeners regularly say that I'm carrying the show?
Did you know
I've
that our
seen the
listeners
comments
regularly write into the show, and I know how fucking dumb they are?
because they don't agree with you and they don't praise you because you suck.
Yeah, I'm not on Twitter, and if I was, they would change their tune real quick for
They
fear
all
of
hated
punishment.
you on Twitter. You are
For
so.
fear of punishment. I will fucking I will take away your goddamn soup.
You're not even allowed on Twitter. You
I
can't
know it's
terrorize
crazy.
us anymore. You have no claws.
Don't think that I can't figure out a way to harass you on Twitter still. That's crazy.
No, no.
I'll figure
No,
it the
I mean,
fuck
you
out.
figured it out without even having an account
Yeah.
at all.
I'm the best.
I didn't I didn't confront John. Okay, I
Pussy.
didn't. But I did mention I was upset on the show, and she's not said anything.
Yeah, well, I don't think she listens to the show, so now I'm upset with
They
it.
don't care. They don't care about me. Clearly. They didn't come to me hat in hand. The two of those two, the couple over there who I figured out their context clues were dating because they just recently started posting about like openly about how they're
Oh,
together. And I was like, nobody told me. Okay.
well,
I'm so out of the loop. I'm sad. Okay.
I mean, I knew you were out of the loop.
Thanks, Bryden. That makes me feel a lot better. I literally just wanted to stop spending insane amounts of money on Stu. I wasn't trying to hurt him or ruin his life. I'm not autistic. That's not how I'm supposed to sound, but I just like the pause there. I can't really wrap my head around caring this much about a single ingredient. I genuinely didn't see this reaction coming. We've been together for 4 years, and he's only had 3 other fits like this. The other ones were pretty reasonable. He's throwing fits like a
Well,
toddler. What do you mean reasonable?
I didn't know what they were about because were they stew related?
No, I don't think so. From the way that was worded, I'm assuming no. They were
Just
about other things. The stew is more important, so he's throwing a bigger fit.
I just need to know, like, I mean, they must be doing pretty well financially. If it's like if this is kind of up for debate about
I think
$17,000 a year on soup,
I mean, I think it's up for debate because that's not okay for their budget.
are they in debt because of the soup? You can't realistically like pay all of
I
your
don't know.
bills and fucking do anything and spend that much money on soup
Maybe they have like a really shitty one-bedroom apartment in like a cheaper area
because of the soup.
because of the soup.
That's nobody has
Yeah,
that much money a year on soup, bro. Not even like the
not
most
even me.
famous soup chef. And he makes his money from soup.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Those were also a little less intense and didn't include input from his family. This is the first time anyone in his family has ever spoken to me like this, so I've been back and forth between y'all are overreacting and what have I done? And that's the gist of it. I don't need to. Yeah, so he threw a giant toddler tantrum because she told him that we can't spend $17,000 a year on soup. Um Maybe you should try like other foods too, or like we can make it at home and not get it from this place where it costs $47 and you don't even eat half of it. Half of it gets thrown away. Well, but also, why isn't she eating the other half? Does she not like
Yeah,
the stew?
if it's, I mean, if you really have to compromise, then guess what? You're soup people now. And even then, I'm pretty sure that you're way over, that's too expensive for soup.
Yeah.
You're more focused on this stupid thing where like he's throwing a tantrum. I'm like, this
Well,
is
because he's a piece of
wild.
shit, obviously.
This
He's
is
using his autism as an excuse for bad behavior.
bad behavior. You're really focused on the wrong part, which is
I've
nobody spends $17,000 a year on soup. That's the hardest part to comprehend. Some guy being an asshole is not the hard part. It's how do you even manage that?
financially,
Yeah,
yeah,
on soup.
I would assume they don't like go to any big events because he's too autistic and it's too much, stimulus, and they have a shitty apartment,
And they just
and
sit there all day with
they
soup.
just sit there with soup. Yeah, that's my assumption.
I mean, or I just he's got to have rich parents who were just like for years were just like, okay, yeah, $50 a day on fucking soup.
Well, especially if they're like defending him over this.
I don't know how that. She's got to be exaggerating. There's no way that every single night they have soup.
I mean, let's see, let me reread it.
There's
Says, let
just
me
no way.
see.
I don't.
He wants to eat it every day for every meal. He wants to.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. And he's throwing a tantrum because she's saying that's too expensive.
That's now this all makes sense. It's
Okay. Sorry. I
still
reread it. Yes. The word wants is in there. So he's
once
not.
it's important.
So, but I'm assuming that this is an ongoing thing then where she's
Sure.
like, honey, can we just make soup at home? And he's like, no, I want the, special soup. I have to have the special soup. And now he's throwing literal toddler change. His mommy's getting upset because her baby's upset. That's, yeah.
Okay. That's all
Tell him
retarded.
to pay for it himself. There's no hour budget anymore. That's my advice. This whole hour budget thing out the window because he wants soup every day that costs $47. It's not our budget anymore. Everything is completely separate. You pay for all of your shit, he pays for all of his soup.
I gotta find out where this fucking is. So I'm searching stew, $47. Uh Big Bowl restaurant. This is top 10 soup places. Well, that's a Chinese place. I don't know. Where do you find a fucking wants to is a way is a big
Yeah, I
fucking
don't
thing.
know.
I was baffled by this. Literally
Yes.
thinking that they were just every
Well,
night.
she also says I literally just wanted to stop spending insane amounts of money on stew. So he's clearly getting it
A
all the
lot.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is bad. I mean, you don't need, $50 stew all the goddamn time. Or really ever. I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't think I would pay that much for a bowl of fucking soup.
Oh
I
my
would
goodness.
one time I would, because of
We
this.
we were budgeting for a while. Like a few years ago we were budgeting kind of hardcore and I started trying to recreate Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets at home
Sure.
because wanted Chick-fil-A and even fast food, is a little much
Because
when the ingredients are cheaper, right? And I got pretty freaking close. Why isn't he like autistically trying to recreate the stew?
he's not that because he doesn't have the cool kind of autism where you can like draw a
Do
skyline or
things?
yeah, he just has the one
He
where
just
he
has
just
the retarded kind.
yeah, he's not autistic. He's just fucking retarded.
Man. Which is funny because autism used to mean the retarded kind, and now
Yeah.
it like doesn't. That's a different thing now.
No, now he's just I bet he like is really into Rick and Morty and fucking has to eat soup. Like, why can't he be like one of the weird food autism guys who's just he only eats buttered noodles? That's fucking cheap as shit.
Oh yeah, I bet she wouldn't complain about that.
Fuck no. Until
It's
he
fine
develops like a dairy or a gluten allergy from, you know,
for eating it
you can't, yeah,
constantly. Yeah.
can't eat it all the time.
Oh my goodness, that is awful, awful, awful. I had someone like I can't even imagine. I had someone at my house recently who has a gluten allergy
Mm.
and just going out and doing stuff. I was like, man, I'm glad I don't have to do this. She has to just double check everything because it's going to
Oh,
be a problem for
oh,
her if she doesn't.
it's like
Like,
the real gluten. Yeah, yeah, it's
yes.
celiac. Yeah,
Yeah.
celiac can be rough. Yeah.
So, and Yeah. So we're just sitting there. I don't know, man. It just seemed real rough for her. I felt bad.
Yeah,
But the people live with it.
I've known a couple of people with celiac. They were both women, but
It's
like
usually women, it seems like.
it's only white people get celiac as well.
It
So,
seems like it, yeah.
but I used to think like, it's just like a gluten intolerance. I get a little sick or whatever. You can like have to go to the fucking hospital and shit.
Yeah,
Like
no, it's a
it's
different thing from just the basic intolerance, yeah.
yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
bad.
I have a friend who just like gets extremely irritable and a really bad stomach ache from it, so
Sure.
she avoids it. But yeah, that's different. It's not going to kill her. It just ruins her day, you know.
Yeah, that's yeah, celiac's fucking pretty rough. But there was I don't know if it's still there. When I lived in Wisconsin, there was a gluten-free bakery called the Silly Yak.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's cute.
I mean, it still had all gluten-free baked goods, so it was pretty fucking gross, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's hard to do, man. And I felt so bad too because, this person comes to my house and I'm just like, yeah, sorry, my house is basically coated in gluten. I make bread often. There's probably flour in every nook and cranny. Like,
Jeez. Well,
anyway, I cleaned.
and then after she left, you went back to making flower angels on the fucking kitchen floor or what,
Yep, it's everywhere again. Just coating the windows.
That's fucking gross, Abby.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
it's pretty gross.
it's the way I live my life.
I fucking hate the way you live your life.
I know you do.
I
I hate the
just
way you live your life.
my life is it's not great, but so at least I don't have flour everywhere.
That's fair. It's a good point. I really do though now because I taught the middle child to make bread so that she could do it for me. And so that's just a whole whatever.
Good work.
It's less work to just clean up after. Okay, and I saw from Twitter, new post. The guy bragging about putting in 70-hour work weeks gets all of his meals from Factor, and frankly being lazy is less embarrassing.
Factor meals
Frozen
are pretty
meals.
fucking good though.
I brought this in specifically because you have promoted Factor on our show and
They're good.
suggested we should get a sponsorship.
I would love that, but I don't think they're ever going to do that for us. I have suggested that people try Factor meals because I did, and they were
And
delicious.
he's gay now.
Yeah, I'm okay now.
He took a
And
bite of the Factor meal and he stood up. He put his head in his hands, and he went, "I'm gay. How am I going to tell my mom?"
no, no, they're delicious and they're fresh, never frozen, ready in 2 minutes with a variety for any diet.
I dated someone like this. He tried to get me to sign up for Factor too. Truly sterile. That's a comment. And then the original poster responding to that, frozen meals like Factor give guys microplastics dick.
Guess what? They're never frozen.
It's still like heated up in a plastic little
Yeah,
tray, right? Yeah.
yeah,
You just
that's
got
part. I'm pretty sure they're plastic, but yeah, that's probably not good for you. But they are delicious because they're never frozen. Thank you, and they are ready in 2 minutes with such a variety of chicken and seafood and even steak.
you're reheating seafood
No, I don't.
that wasn't even frozen to preserve freshness.
I don't know if they have seafood. To be honest with you, I think they
Okay, I hope
probably have
not,
fish.
because
They
that would be a freaking terrible idea.
I'll bet they have it, and I'll bet they figured it out. They've cracked the
No,
code over at Factor.
I doubt it.
Listen, you don't know. You've never had a Factor meal in your life.
And I'm not gonna.
They're good. They're pretty
I
good.
am less gay than you,
They're
and that
fancy
is
TV dinners.
shocking.
No, it's not. You got a real problem and a lot of growing to do. But you
I was
got
walking around a mall holding a woman's hand the other day, and you were
why?
more gay than
Why were
me.
you doing that?
Girls just do that.
No, they don't.
Yes, they
But
do. We were skipping.
you're too old to do that.
Nope. Nope.
You're gonna
I
hurt
skipped.
yourself.
I'm gonna hurt myself. That's true. My husband won't let me have roller skates because he's like, "You're gonna die."
I can see that. I can see that. I don't see how it's like you put a fucking roller skate on a giraffe, it's gonna have the same outcome.
Way too gangly. It's a problem.
Yeah. Back
And
to
when I
factor
fall,
meals.
I go down hard.
Sure, you got a long way to go.
Yeah.
A lot of weight coming
Uh,
down too.
but yeah, so everyone who eats factory meals has microplastic stick and is gay.
I think all of these people have never had a factor meal in their life. They're the fanciest fucking TV dinners I've ever had. I loved them.
You do make me want to try them, I'll be
They're
honest.
good. They're super good. I mean, they're fucking, not enough food. They're kind of like pricey for what it is. And then you got to like plan your week ahead of time or whatever. But yeah, I could see if you really hate cooking, like you're a single guy, I could see that. It's good.
Yeah.
You bring one to work. You have some, uh,
That's probably what it would be best for, honestly. It's just like work lunches.
yeah, that's what I used them for the, was it 8 of them that I had? It was great.
I just make 20 bean burritos and send my husband with 1 or 2 a day.
Okay, I don't think he needs 20 of them.
No, I eat them too. So, it's for both of us.
Do the other 18 while he's at work.
Yep.
They're delicious. Let me bring up a factor meal right now. Factor meals menu. Do they have seafood? I want to find out. Uh, weekly meal
I
menu.
I would not get a seafood one if I was you. I mean, if actually you should, just to see if who's right.
They've got shrimp. They have, I think that's a salmon. It doesn't say. Oh no,
Have you
that's
ever
pork chop.
reheated salmon though?
No,
It's
I don't really
gross.
care
It's
for
so
fish.
bad.
I don't know, man. They seem to know what they're doing. They got a lot of shrimp. They got a lot of shrimp on here. I don't know. I didn't have any of that. I had chicken. It was great. I loved it. I tried all the different types of chicken, and I thought, wow, it's the best fucking TV dinner I've ever had in my life. And then I, you know,
But
was hungry an hour later. But
did it have like hot pudding or brownie like a kid
no,
cuisine? Okay, lame. Those things.
yeah. I mean, I think they probably have those. They've got like different snacks and desserts and stuff. But like that, I think there reaches a point though. I mean, it's one thing to like get work lunches, yeah, and have those. It comes another one when you're like, oh well, I'm gonna get my 2-minute microwave factor meal brownie as my
Yeah.
dessert today. That's that seems like a lot of the microplastics on top of
Oh
just
yeah.
being real lazy and irresponsible at that point.
Well, if you want to be that lazy, just get like meal bars and protein bars or something. Like they got brownie flavored ones. They've
Yeah,
got some good ones. You could get I think it's like fiber one, even little like 70-calorie brownies. Do that.
that's not really an appetizing name though.
No, it's not. They taste fine, though.
I mean, it just seemed like they'd be real dense.
Yeah.
So you can try to fool yourself into
They're a
thinking that
little
all,
dry.
yeah, you can try to fool yourself into thinking that all of that stuff's not fucking gross, but it
It's
is.
yeah.
I mean, what the fuck? Who are you trying to convince here? Me? Because it does sound like me.
I
You're trying to
just try
convince.
not to be fat, Bryden. I'm just trying my best over here. I don't want to be fat
Well,
anymore.
you can, you can get a factor meals plan, and they've got specific diets, so you can do
They
that.
have the 900 calorie a day
They
diet.
fucking might. They might.
There are services that will, I think that if you pay enough money, they will like, you give them like your plan and your calorie limit, and they'll just send you a bunch of like meal kits and frozen foods and stuff. I
I
don't
think
know.
that's all of them.
Where you can do it by calorie count? Like,
I
no,
think
but I
so.
mean like per day. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. I've never done any of this.
See, and there you go. Why are you talking shit on fucking factor meals, man? I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go work for the company. I'm gonna be a chef at Factor Meals, and I'm gonna get you to sign up for it. And I'm gonna make sure that the one with spit in it gets to you.
Why? How, that's a lot of effort to
Yeah,
spit in my food. It would
yeah,
be easier to fly here,
yeah.
come to my house, and spit on my plate in front of me.
But you won't.
I'm sorry.
You're not gonna know about this plan. It's the
You
Smith
just
plan.
told me.
Yeah, but
So now
you're never going to
I
believe that
can
I'm actually going to do that.
No, you're right. Because you would just insist that you did it while I'm eating the factor meal,
Yeah.
but you never did any of it because that's what you do. You say, I'm pulling this prank, but the prank is that you never pulled any prank.
Yes.
I hate
It
you.
was mainly
I
just
hate you so
it
much.
was
I
just
hope you die.
mainly just getting some of your friends to all secretly laugh behind your back for a month.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was the prank.
Yeah. Fuck all of you, honestly. Fuck you all. Do you think this is funny?
It
Is
is.
this funny
Yeah.
to all of you to watch? Oh, look, Abby's going insane again. Abby's having a manic episode because we're all tricking her and we're all laughing behind her back and
Yeah.
we're all gossiping and giggling in our little chats and our calls about how stupid and crazy Abby is. Do you like this? Is this
Yeah.
good for you?
Yeah. How often do you think what other things do you think that happens with?
This is not helping.
You know.
I'm legitimately a neurotic and paranoid person, but it's real. I thought I was just being paranoid.
I mean,
It's all real. It's all real.
could be.
So the next time someone tells me, Abby, you're acting insane, that's very unlikely. Nobody would do that to you. I'm gonna think about how I'm always right about it. I'm always right.
As long as it left some type of a long-lasting scar, then that's really all I was going for, you know?
You didn't leave a scar, they did. Because I know what you are. That doesn't hurt me, okay? I know who you are. You're the scorpion. I get that,
Yeah.
okay? Doesn't faze me. But my friends, they betrayed me.
I like that. I like that scorpion.
Worse than that, they betrayed me for you,
Yeah, that's the best part.
of all people.
I didn't even have to say anything. I mean, people they just flocked to me. They were like, "How can I help? She's we don't
Is
really
that
like
so?
her. We don't really like her. We just keep her around to make fun of her."
Did they say that? Who said that?
All of them.
Was it Cask?
Him
Is that
too.
what he said?
It was him and everybody. A lot of people that you wouldn't even expect. All of your group chat. That's what they said to me. And then they all
Yeah.
said, "You know what's great? Factor meals. Fanciest goddamn TV dinners you have in your life."
How are we on time?
I got 3 minutes left.
3 minutes. Okay, we'll do a quick one then. Okay, so I thought I'd just keep an open can of Zip, which I guess is an energy drink, ZIPP, on my bookshelf to drink sips from periodically throughout the month. Tell me
What?
why tonight I noticed it had a sour taste, and so I looked and there's mold spores growing
Why would there
inside.
not be?
That was my initial thought. It's a month. You can't leave an open container out for a month. It probably wouldn't even last a month in the fridge. It'd be all disgusting and flat and bad.
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
see
not
what
moldy.
that person's retarded. My advice to him is, you got. I mean, how would you think that that would? You can't. You shouldn't even really. You shouldn't like leave water just like that for a month. I don't think.
Yeah. No, yeah, yeah. Have you ever like left a cup of water somewhere for like 4 days and the inside gets this weird slime?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. You don't need to do
Yeah,
that.
no. That's disgusting.
I'm more worried about this person in the rest of their life. What other things are they doing that are fucking dangerous?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, people used to like leave fried chicken out overnight, and that's why so many people used to die from food poisoning.
Just fried chicken specifically?
Well, I just mean because they would just do things like that, right? People didn't have refrigerators, right? Not everything could go in the cellar where there's bugs and stuff. So it'd be like for the picnic tomorrow or something.
There's
And then
ice
people would just
boxes.
die of food poisoning all the time. It still happens in places like Nigeria, where like the mom will make a bunch of fried chicken the night before and like hide it under a bed so that the children won't eat it overnight.
Nigeria sounds like a cool place.
Yeah.
You like as a kid, you're like, oh, there's a picnic tomorrow, and you just scurrying around in the night looking for the fried chicken.
Yes, that's what it is. Yes.
That sounds racist, actually. Now that I because I kind of
No,
forgot
but
who lived in Nigeria for a second,
it
and
does sound racist, but like it's just reality. It's a cultural thing.
well, I don't know. Koreans think that if they leave a fan on in the middle of the night, they'll die.
Yeah, they go in the other direction with stuff. They're terrified of things.
Why has nobody told them about that fan thing though? Like that, I can get Nigerians not really getting the food poisoning aspect of stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, that's a little harder to tell,
yeah,
right?
I mean, because you're not every time getting the food poisoning.
Right. It's just if the food had salmonella to begin with, which not every chicken has it, right?
Sure. I mean,
It's a disease.
oh, is it really? I thought it was like a
Yeah,
bacteria thing that developed
it's
on the chicken
it's a
after it was cooked.
bacterial infection. The chicken has to have it in the place, right? In the factory. So, um yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like a bacterial infection. It's a disease. The chicken either has it or he doesn't.
Huh. I thought it was like that. It
And they
developed it after you chicken went bad or whatever.
no, because it can get in eggs too, and that's why people couldn't eat raw eggs. Like you don't eat
Yeah.
cookie dough because of raw eggs. Now you still shouldn't because flour has bacteria in it sometimes. You would have to heat the flour first to kill the bacteria. But it was, I think, 2012. There was a big problem with salmonella and like several factories, and Obama like upped the regulations. So now eggs are much safer because the instances of salmonella are like way lower. But it gets on the eggs is my
Yeah,
point.
I knew about it on the eggs, but I just didn't know it was like so there's like chickens wandering around and he's just like got salmonella.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Google and everything
Yeah,
else.
you can Google it.
Uh
I might be completely I prefer it if you don't Google it. I would prefer it if you just let that lie and then someone's going to hear it because this is what happens with podcasts and tweets and everything. You hear someone say it once or twice and you're just like, yeah, I must have like read that in an actual study somewhere because your memory gets all murky. I love that.
well,
It's so fun. I
no,
would like people to take it as fact.
it turned okay, then they
It
can
was
because you
correct
were
though,
right.
wasn't
Yes.
it? Yeah.
That's
Thank you.
you
I
know,
was prepared for either way.
I didn't know. I thought it came after the fact. But I guess the guy's just
Mm-mm.
walking around infected as shit.
Yep. So, like, if you have super good cleanliness standards for the chickens and they're not like all packed together, it's like, no, it's just not going to happen. Like, if you have some in your backyard that don't interact with other chickens and there's no way for them to get the disease, like, it's just not going to happen.
But it's something that can just be cooked off then, or no?
Salmonella, yes, but it
Okay.
has to get to a certain temperature.
That's what I figured because I
Yeah.
thought they were just cooking chicken wrong. But okay, well, what an interesting fucking podcast. It's just
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I have trivia things in my noggin.
you have autism.
I might.
I want some stew.
I eat bean burritos every day, Bryden.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's a bean burrito is nice every now and then.
It's every day.
That's
Been a little fixated on the bean burritos for a while now. It's been 2 months.
that's pretty good. You get the refried beans in there, some cheese.
Yeah. Pickled jalapenos, Cholula hot sauce.
I go different hot sauce. Cholula's not bad, but
Cholula works for the bean burrito, I feel like the best. It depends on what you're doing, you know?
you got Taco Bell hot
I like
sauces.
a good Taco Bell medium for a bean burrito too. That's good.
Yeah, pretty good.
All right, everyone. I think we're out of time for today. Please go to patreon.com/here to help podcast. For as little as $1 a month, you
Mm.
get 3 bonus episodes guaranteed, but it's almost always 4. Bryden, do you have any plugs?
No factor meals. Um,
Why did you sound like a ghost? No.
I I am a ghost. Ghost man.
Very spooky. Wrong holiday.
Well, listen, it'll be here before you know it.
Yep. In like 11 months or
Yeah, but
something.
that's
Yeah.
they just creep right up on you. Like I had this
Like
wall
ghosts?
calendar. Well, sure. I had this wall calendar all year at work that I just got, for free, and I put it up on the wall. And coming to the office this week, I just looked at it and I was like, "Oh God, I'm gonna die." And
Yeah.
yeah, no, I don't think I'm doing the wall calendar again this year.
Because it
It's
reminds you of the passage of time?
Yeah, I hate that. But I was thinking I'd get like a desk calendar, like a little one that you flip through.
Hmm.
It'd be Far Side Comics, and
Oh, that would be fun.
yeah, get to have a little joy every day.
Yeah, things like that are cute. I never keep up with them though.
Well,
So it'll be like every time I've had something like that, I'll remember that I have it and it's been 2 weeks and I have to like flip through it for 2 weeks. And I'm like, oh, that was fun. I wish I had seen that then.
well,
Um,
see, the thing is with the Far Side Comics one though, I would hate to, be like a kid with an advent calendar and just kind of read through all of them first.
oh yeah.
You know, get a little taste of one. I'm like, well, that one wasn't, my favorite. Let's take a sneak peek at what tomorrow's is. And the next thing I know,
Yeah.
I'm out of them.
That is the other way to go with it. I could see myself doing that too. When I was a kid, I would turn to the last page of a book and read the last sentence.
Cool. Cool.
Okay, you can follow me on Twitter at
Cool
OctoAbby. That is
Abby.
Abby with an I. I hate you
Cool
so
Abby.
much, Bryden. I wish
So
you would die. I
fucking
just want you to
profound.
go away forever.
I will.
Okay? Just stop tormenting me and torturing me and turning my friends against me and making fun of me. Okay?
Then I've got no purpose in life.
Oh, yeah. I'm just glad I can give someone a purpose in life. I've done a good deed.
Indeed.
Thank you, everyone, for listening and have a great week. Secure in the knowledge that we are with you and we are the only ones that are here to help.
Unless you got like serious fucking problems, then just get some factor meals and
I thought we helped a lot.
no.